Can you believe this? I was doing a free yard cleanup to help an elderly lady when the police showed up. The officer walked up, looked at me, and asked an unbelievable question. Somebody just called complaining you were cleaning up the yard? The truth is, the elderly woman living here is disabled and had hit rock bottom. The city had just sent a harsh ultimatum: clean up this overgrown yard or face a $240 fine plus expensive forced cleanup fees. She had desperately called landscaping companies for weeks, but no one even bothered to pick up the phone. The walkway had been swallowed by wild roots and weeds, turning her home into a dangerous trap. When I volunteered to help, a neighbor from across the street stepped out, crossing her arms and glaring. She muttered, "Rules are rules," and ruthlessly called the cops. She didn't call to complain about the messy yard. She called to report me for the crime of daring to clean it up. The officer approached. I showed him the city fine and explained that I was doing this entirely for free to save the elderly woman from a debt she couldn't pay. The officer looked at the deeply cracked walkway, looked at the frail woman struggling to lean against her door, and his voice softened. Completely understanding the neighbor's selfishness, he nodded and said quietly, "You go ahead and keep working. I'll handle that ridiculous complaint myself." The moment the patrol car left, I got straight to work. I slashed through the tall grass, trimmed back the overgrown hedges, ripped out the wild roots blocking the path, and completely cleared out every concrete crack. For the first time in years, a safe, smooth path from her front door to her car was fully restored. When I invited her outside to see the final result, she stood frozen, covering her mouth as tears rolled down her cheeks. She told me that just hearing the engine start up earlier was enough to make her cry out of sheer relief. One afternoon of hard work didn't just save a yard, it restored a person's dignity. If you believe that small acts of kindness still have the power to change the world, comment the word dignity and share this video.